Hey everyone, and welcome. We are diving headfirst into the world of synthetic AI. And look, this isn't the kind of AI that just crunches numbers in the background. No, this is AI that creates. We're talking about AI that can generate brand new images, sounds, even video from scratch. For all you media professionals and students out there, think of this as a completely new toolkit, one that's about to fundamentally change how we all create.
This quote from Ted Sarandos at Netflix really hits the nail on the head. It perfectly sets the stage for what we're talking about today. The real goal here isn't just about saving a buck. It's about blowing the doors wide open on creative possibilities. It's about making our stories better, bigger, and more ambitious.
So here's how we're going to break it all down. First, we'll look at a huge, real-world example of AI in a major production. Then, we'll get a little nerdy, look at the tech that makes it all possible, right on your own computer. After that, we'll check out the actual creative software you can get your hands on, see what makes it run fast enough to be useful, and then we'll pull back and see what it all means for the future of making stuff.
All right, let's kick things off with something tangible. We need to move past the hype, Let's look at how a major studio is already using these tools on one of its biggest new shows.
Okay, so this is a big deal. For the first time ever, Netflix has publicly talked about using generative AI in a major series. The show is an Argentinian sci-fi series called El Eternita, and they had a problem. They needed some seriously complex visual effects that, frankly, would have been nearly impossible to pull off with their budget and timeline using the old-school methods.
So get this, the challenge was a massive VFX shot of a building collapsing in a major city. That's a huge undertaking. But instead of spending months on it, the creative team used AI-powered tools to get the job done. And the result? They finished the sequence 10 times faster. Now, this is so important. The AI didn't replace the artists. It empowered them. It gave them a tool to create a blockbuster-level shot that otherwise might have ended up on the cutting room floor.
Okay, so that's the what. Pretty cool, right? But now for the how. How is this stuff actually working under the hood? What's the technology that makes these incredible tools available not just to Netflix, but to you on your own desktop? So here's the thing. A ton of the cutting-edge AI development happens in the Linux world, but most of us creators, we live and breathe on Windows. And trying to get those two to play nicely used to be a real pain. That's where Windows Subsystem for Linux 2, or WSL2, comes in. Think of it like a brilliant location scout. It finds a way to bring that powerful, sometimes tricky Linux environment right onto your familiar Windows setup, and it does it seamlessly.
And believe me, the difference is just night and day. Old-school virtual machines, they're clunky, they hog your system resources, they break your workflow, and they're slow. WSL2 is the exact opposite. It's super lightweight, it's tightly woven into Windows, and it gives you performance that's so close to native, it's crazy. This means you can run powerful Linux AI tools right next to Photoshop without ever missing a beat. It's a total game changer.
So, if WSL2 is our location, what's the actual equipment? What are the cameras and the lights? Well, that would be PyTorch. It's the open source engine that provides the raw horsepower for almost all of the creative AI tools we're seeing today. It's the foundation that everything else is built on top of.
Okay, we've got our location scouted and our gear is ready to go. Now we get to the really fun part, the actual applications. These are your new creative interfaces, your director's viewfinders for telling the AI exactly what you wanted to create.
Let me introduce you to Comfy UI. If you've ever worked with node-based software, think Nuke or Blender's shader editor, you're going to feel right at home. It's basically a visual playground for building AI workflows. You're not typing lines of code, you're just connecting boxes and nodes, experimenting with different models, and building these incredibly complex creative pipelines in a super intuitive way. And the real magic of Comfy UI is just how flexible it is. It supports a massive range of cutting-edge AI models right out of the box. We're talking the latest image generators like SD3, video models like Stable Video Diffusion, you name it. This incredible versatility is what makes it such an essential part of any synthetic media artist toolkit today. But hey, we're not just living in a 2D world. This is where things get really wild. A tool called Nerf Studio lets us jump into the third dimension. It uses a technology called NERFs, or neural radiance fields, to take a bunch of photos or a video clip and reconstruct a fully immersive 3D scene from them. You can literally fly around inside a scene you captured on your phone. For things like virtual production or VFX, it changes everything. So we have all these amazing creative tools, right? But there's a huge practical question we have to answer. How do we make them fast? In a real production pipeline, you can't be waiting around for hours for an image to generate. Every single second counts.
This is how. The speed of modern optimization is just mind-blowing. On the latest NVIDIA GPUs, we're talking about processing data at a rate of 40,000 tokens per second. To put that in perspective, that's like processing tens of thousands of words or incredibly complex image data every single second. That's the kind of speed that takes these tools from a cool experiment to a legitimate real-time production asset.
And the secret sauce making all that speed possible is software like NVIDIA's TensorRT LLM. Right, so if PyTorch is our raw camera gear, you can think of TensorRT LLM as our expert editor. It takes the AI model, polishes it, optimizes it, and just makes it run unbelievably fast on your graphics card. It's what makes the whole workflow practical.
Okay, deep breath. We've seen a real-world project, and we walked through the entire tech stack, from the OS all the way to the final optimization. So let's zoom back out and tie all these threads together. What does this actually mean for you, the creator?
Let's think of it this way. You basically have a new synthetic AI film crew. WSL is your location scout, getting the powerful Linux tools set up on your Windows machine. PyTorch is your raw equipment, all the cameras and lights you need. Comfy UI in Nerf Studio, that's your director's viewfinder, letting you frame up the perfect shot. And finally, TensorRT LLM is your expert editor, making sure that final cut is delivered at lightning speed.
And that brings us right back to where we started. This whole integrated stack, this new digital crew, this is exactly what makes a project like the VFX in El Eternauta possible. It's that powerful combination of access, raw power, creative control, and blistering speed that is putting these unbelievable capabilities into the hands of more and more creators every single day.
So after all that, there's really only one question left to ask. Now that you've seen the toolkit, you understand the technology, and you can see the potential, what incredible, impossible, amazing stories are you going to create?